another episode of Next Station Ronkonkoma. I am your host, Ashley.
And I am your host, Danny. Hello.
Hello.
Is this thing on? Sorry. All right.
Just want to let you all know how long I have to wait for Danny to stop making noises to start recording.
I've been sitting there waiting on you.
Struggle every time.
I'm ready. Been ready.
Yep. He says I'm ready, and then it's noises and moving, and so I just say, okay, yeah, sure. And then I wait and wait.
I've been sitting here waiting on you. I'm ready.
Not sitting still, that's for sure.
I can't sit still. We all know this.
I know, that's why I gotta wait.
No.
I know, but...
What the fuck? All right. We're good. So, let's get right into it.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that first. Hello, everybody.
What?
It's just two of us and the cat. We hope that you guys have been having a great week. We know it's Tuesday morning. If you're listening on Tuesday morning, if you're not, it's okay too. Might be Tuesday afternoon, might be Wednesday, might be Thursday, might be 2 weeks from now. Who knows? But the point is, we hope that you are having a great day, week, month, year, life. I don't know, whatever. Wow, yes. But the point is, we hope you're having a good day. Great day, good time. This week has been pretty rough. This last week. It's been pretty rough. It's been a rough one. I'm not going to sit here and beg for pity or for kindness or whatever. I'm just explaining it's been a trying week.
A little bit.
But we got through it. Now it's Monday.
A little bit.
Tuesday, and we're just going with it. We're rolling with the punches here. And it's...
Going. Can I,
Got to be optimistic, yes.
I gotta mention this new trend I came across before we get into the negatives.
It's not negative. Got to be optimistic.
Yeah. So there's this new trend going around on Instagram or whatever, with the reels and all that, the little short videos.
Yeah.
Where it's like supposed to be funny, I guess.
Oh, wait. Let me guess.
What?
My hand's up. You can't see this, but my hand's up.
All right. Well, I didn't. Just for the record, I didn't tell Danny what I was gonna bring up.
I asked her. She didn't tell me. Is it the whole? The girl sitting in the chair. The guy brings over a cup. She's like, "What? No ice." Goes back, gets ice. Comes back. What? No straw. Goes back, gets a straw.
No.
Comes back. And then she asks for 10 different things. And then finally he sits down. He's like, "What? No head." And then she's like, "Oh, my dad's sitting right there." And the dad's like, "He's not wrong. Not that."
I
never saw one of those.
Never seen that ever in my life. But
I've seen 5 different renditions on that on Facebook Reels and stuff.
Our algorithms are a little different.
Next time I'll send it to you. I'll just copy the link and send it.
Yeah. Okay.
I showed you that the other day. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I don't remember ever seeing something like that in my life. No.
They're sitting in the living room, and she's like, and he brings over a cup. She's like, "What? No ice?"
The other day, meaning the other day, or
a couple days ago. It's been a rough week. I just said that.
Can't say I remember. So the one that I'm talking about.
Okay, sorry. Bad guess.
It says let's say your friend said asked for a beer, and oh, it's on the door in the fridge. So it's showing them open the refrigerator door, and there's beer, loose beer poured into the door of the refrigerator, the little shelf.
Yeah.
On the refrigerator door.
They sealed the shelf and just filled it with beer?
Yeah, just one of the shelves just filled with beer, and they just go in and fucking scoop it like a savage with a cup and get it everywhere. And it's bugging the shit out of me because, ew. First of all, not sanitary. And second of all, Why?
You're not kidding. We do have two very different algorithms going right now.
I saw that one with beer, and then Pink Whitney jumped in on it. The Pink Whitney's on the door in the fridge. Sure enough, open the fridge door, and there's Pink Whitney just chilling in the fucking, like, not in a bottle, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Just loose.
poured in there. And they just took a shot glass and scooped some out. What the fuck are we doing?
See, like, my algorithm is cars and, like, trucks and mini trucks and lowriders and, like, dogs and cows now, thanks to you. And then, like, stupid comedic videos. Mm-hmm. Yours is beer and Pink Whitney on the shelf in the fridge, not bottled, just loose.
It's
swishing around
like,
in the door. Like,
yeah. Like, you open the door and it's swooshing, getting everywhere. Why is this a trend?
I don't know.
Why are we doing this?
People do stupid things. Remember the ice bucket challenge?
That was at least for, like, a good cause.
It was for a good cause, yeah, but, like, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to pay because I'll just get a bucket of ice dumped on me. A bucket of ice water dumped on me. I participated too. I filled up the bed of my pickup truck with water and opened the tailgate on us. But I'm just saying, like, that was also a trend at some point. Not really.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, these trends are getting stupid.
They're getting ridiculous.
Always have been.
Oh, yeah. There's been some really questionable trends, but, like...
they're... Especially on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, Instagram...
And TikTok.
I don't ever use TikTok.
Me either, but that's usually where it starts.
Instagram is getting fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't need to go on an 18 and up website anymore to see what you want to see. You just open your Instagram and it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty out there. I saw somebody post about that on, I don't know, some Facebook page I'm a part of. They're like, why am I seeing, like, straight up porn on Instagram? Literally.
Full frontal woman on
just
Instagram.
Like, yeah. And then yet, like, other pages that are not doing that, like, get their stuff taken down or get banned, and they're not even doing anything close to that.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on?
That's also those trends, though. Like, I don't know what the trend is supposed to do besides get more attention to their 18 and up pay per view page, I guess you could say.
Page.
Starts with an O, ends with an S. I don't know, but, like...
Yeah. I mean, it's, getting them followers, getting them
money.
It's
all about the hustle. Some people just do their hustle differently, I guess.
But it's just wild, the formula or whatever that Instagram uses for who they ban or don't. Like, I don't know. It's all crazy.
It's a little questionable.
Yeah. So, yeah, speaking of fridge, we'll start with our wonderful end of the week that we had. Started on Wednesday. Well, kind of started before that, but...
Yeah, it's been an ongoing thing. It just progressively got worse until the point it got bad. So, there was, like, a little puddle forming at the bottom of the dishwasher in our kitchen. Keep in mind, the house was built in 78, and it looks like the appliances are from, like, the 90s.
Or 78, maybe. Possibly.
You know, we're lucky our refrigerator has an ice maker and water dispenser on it.
I think it was the first one ever made.
Yeah, like that's why it's still going, okay? It's built in the 90s, still going because they had to build a brand. But yeah, our appliances are from like the 90s. I want to guesstimate, you know. We didn't put any of the only appliances we put in here is like a deep freezer and a washer and dryer. Mm-hmm. Which we're all scratch and dent, and I'm proud of that. not paying full price. We're good. So there's a little puddle at the bottom of the dishwasher. We're like, huh. And Ashley called her dad. And he's like, oh, it might be this, this, and this. Just check this out. So I said, all right, this weekend I got some time. And I'll pull the sink apart, pull the drain apart, and I'll learn how to fix some shit, and we'll get it done.
Yeah, because it was like maybe the sink drain, like the trap. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the trap at the bottom of the
It's
sink.
clogged. Like maybe it's backing up into the dishwasher and then it's leaking, whatever.
Yeah.
Seemed believable.
Right.
I mean,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I am going to work Thursday morning.
Wednesday
or Thursday? I think it was Thursday. It was Thursday. Thursday morning I wake up.
Okay. Yeah.
Filling up my water bottle. Got to stay hydrated out in this heat. It's fucking hot down here. And I look down and there's like now instead of just being a puddle, it's like a river. It runs from one side of the kitchen to the other. Mm-hmm. And it's like, fuck, all right. So I look at it and I'm just like, I'm not dealing with this right now. So I just go to work.
Thanks.
Sorry, babe.
Thanks.
I call Ashley. I'm like, hey, sorry. I had to run because I was already running late to work. Nothing new there.
There's a puddle in the kitchen.
There's a puddle in the kitchen. Do I just take a towel and dry it?
Thanks.
Sorry. I was late already. So she takes a towel, dries it out, and everything else. I'm like, all right, when I get home, I will... What?
Just the kitchen could be flooded. He's like, I gotta go. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with the hot water heater.
Fuck off.
The hot water heater is dripping, drip.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Calls
shit,
me.
I gotta
I
go.
hear something dripping in the garage. Might want to check it out. Yeah, sure, got it.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm really bad at expressing things like this with urgency or not with urgency or just like...
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow. I felt that.
Because...
We'll get into that. We're getting there. This is the build-up. The puddle is the build-up to... The week just gets progressively worse.
Okay, move on.
The further it goes. I get home from work on Thursday, and Ashley already started pulling like the bottom of the dishwasher apart, and we don't see a puddle under the dishwasher directly.
But wait, when you called me to tell me about the river in the kitchen...
Yes, I called her. I'm like, hey, I got bad news.
Yeah.
When I just got to work, like I just got fired or something. I did not get fired. I just said, hey, I got some really bad news. There's a river in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I know.
First of all, like, I got bad news. Like, what the fuck happened? And second of all, you wait until you drive all the way to work and then you tell me?
I had to get to work and then clock in. And plus, I saw that you were awake.
Christ.
So you sent me a picture of the cat. I'm like, all right, she's awake. So
right,
if you weren't already awake, I would have waited like an hour and then called you.
Cool.
So either way, sorry. I could have handled that one better. My apologies. I was really late to work already. So that's my excuse. It's valid. It's validated. I could show you my punches.
I wake up and I clean the river out of the kitchen with towels and pick up the floor mats and fucking dry everything.
You're an amazing wife. I love you.
Take the bottom, the metal part off of the bottom of the dishwasher so that I could look under the dishwasher. And I'm like looking, I'm like, where the fuck is this water coming from? Like, you couldn't tell. Like, there was no, you didn't see anything dripping. Like, there was no specific source of where this water was coming from. It was not clear whatsoever. Right. So then that's when Danny got home. I gave up. I put a towel down and I was like, well, nothing I could do right now. I got to work too.
Right.
But I cleaned up the water. Don't worry.
I gave you like a 3 hour before work heads up. So you had to be at work at 8. I had to be at work at 4. It was like 4:15. I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, this is not good. I gotta go. I'm being completely honest here. Like, that's exactly what happened. I was already 15 minutes late, and it's a 15-minute drive to work. I gotta go. So,
Fucking Danny time.
yeah. Danny
its
time
finest.
came with me to Tennessee, apparently, for this job.
It's never gonna leave.
Apparently not. That's why I need to be self-employed. Either way, moving along.
So you get home from work.
So I get home from work. I'm sitting there. I'm like laying on the floor. I'm on the phone with Scalzo still. I'm like on the phone with him. I'm talking. I'm like looking under the fridge, under the dishwasher. We don't see any dripping water. And now keep in mind, this refrigerator is like oversized for the spot that it's in. They wedged this refrigerator in between a counter and the wall. It's like wedged tight in there.
Yeah, right next to the dishwasher. I don't know if you said that.
Yeah. Right next to the dishwasher. So like this fridge has to come out. We've never pulled it out of the wall before, but
Yeah, or did we look behind it first?
yeah.
Yeah, because we were like, well, maybe it's the refrigerator. Because
Right.
like it looked like it was coming from that direction.
Yeah, from the water line that runs to the fridge for the ice maker and everything. So we decide, all right, we'll pull the fridge out from the wall. And like I'm trying to figure out, like I don't want to rip the doors off either, but like how do I get my hand around here to pull it?
Yeah, it's very awkward.
So I had to pull the plastic off the front on the bottom and like just lay on the floor like military, like army crawl, and just pull the bottom of the fridge and stand up and wiggle it again and pull the bottom again and wiggle it again. It took like 15 minutes to wiggle it out of the spot there.
Yeah, it was a bitch.
Yeah. Did it all by myself, thanks. And just kidding, you pushed a little bit too. So you clean the floor. Okay, I got the fridge out, you clean the floor, we're even. And so we pull the fridge out from where it is, and it's like there's water back there. And I'm like, all right, maybe it's the hose from like I'm looking at the hose and from the sink to the refrigerator for the ice maker. No, it's not that.
Because the refrigerator, they put like a hose from the refrigerator that went behind the dishwasher to the sink.
Right.
So thought it was that.
And it wasn't.
And I'm down there like wiping up more of the water, and I'm like, why do I feel air over here, like the back of the wall? You know, there's like a little bit of a space between the floor and the wall. Like, you know, there's no molding back there. Like it's behind the fridge.
Right.
And I'm like, it feels like air. Like what? And Danny's like, oh, maybe you just feel the fan from the refrigerator because it was like next to me. I'm like, maybe. And then I see like the top of my hand is like a little wet. I'm like, oh, that's weird, whatever. But there's water everywhere, so like didn't think anything of it. And then Danny gets down there and he's like, oh, this fucking thing was spraying you.
Yeah.
It was water, not air.
Yeah.
But it was such a light mist. It felt like air.
Yeah.
Like it literally was like just like a very fucking pinhole little mist.
Basically what happened was something happened with that copper line behind the refrigerator for the water. It's a 1/4-inch copper line, water line. And they just bent it and crimped it like 3 times, and then at the very end of the line they just soldered it closed. That was their solution. That was their fix. Mm-hmm. And I don't know when they did that, but apparently it worked for quite a while because we didn't notice it until something happened, and then just a little pinhole, and it was spraying water all over the floor. And it started out just a little puddle under the dishwasher. Like, all right, that could wait till this weekend. You know, clean it up and we'll get to it later. And then the river happened, and it's like, fuck, man. Now I gotta get home from work and rip apart the kitchen to figure out this whole deal. And
on a school night,
you know, I got work in the morning again. But whatever. So what else are you gonna do? You got to fix it. So we called Ashley's dad. I told my parents too, but we called Ashley's dad, and he's like, go to he sent us a grocery list for Home Depot of things to go buy to fix it. And we went to Home Depot, picked up dinner on the way home, ate dinner. And then he called us back when he was done eating his dinner because he had a late day too. And then we're like, all right, this, and this. And he's like, no, that's not going to work. We're like, this isn't going to work. The cap that we bought was too big.
Way bigger.
Yeah.
And like he was only going by the pictures and stuff that I was sending him.
Right.
So it was hard to tell the size.
Exactly.
And Home Depot is not exactly around the corner.
Right. About 15 minutes away.
It's like 20.
Okay.
But yeah, we had to make a second trip, get the right thing. At least it wasn't too late that they weren't open.
Yeah.
Because nothing around here would have been open.
It wasn't. We checked.
Yeah.
The Ace Hardware around the corner was not open.
Yeah. So at least we were able to get what we needed.
Yeah. So we went back. They didn't have a 1/4-inch copper cap, so we had to make something else work with brass and so on and so forth. And we got it fixed, dried it up, cleaned it all up, mopped the floor, wiped down the walls. Like we did a deep clean back there. Mm-hmm. And then it got so late. We're like, look, we'll just leave the refrigerator in the middle of the kitchen for tonight, and we'll put it back tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, and it had to dry out anyway.
Yeah.
Like, whatever was back there, like, I wanted to make sure it was all dry.
Right, and also wanted to make sure the cap would hold for 24 hours, too. Make sure it doesn't leak or drip or anything also.
Yeah. Danny did a great job.
Thank you. Ashley's dad talked me through it, and I'm like, as he's talking me through, I'm like, this kind of, like, I've done this before, but with air lines instead of water lines, and it was similar. And then also Ashley enjoyed the fact she can open the refrigerator door all the way, because you can't do that when it's in its spot. So,
yeah, I'm like, can we just leave the fridge in the middle of the floor?
No, we cannot.
Who's gonna know? We can put it back if we have company.
No.
It was nice.
But so we're like, all right, we're just gonna leave it out, and then tomorrow when I get home from work, we'll put it all back together.
Yep.
So it was a rough day, but it was successful. We fixed the problem, didn't have to call in any professionals. We got it all done.
Yeah.
Friday, so Thursday night and Friday, got 3 hours of sleep or something like that. Wake up a little late again, whatever. Get to work. Wound up working 12 hours, and it's raining when I'm going home. So typical Chevy S10 GMC Sonoma issues. I get in the truck and it's pouring, and I turn the winch wipers on and they don't work. And my truck has had this problem for years.
Yeah.
When I need them to work, they don't work. When I don't want them to work, they won't turn off. It's just the thing with this truck. It's been doing it for years. I'm like, whatever. I go on Snapchat. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you've seen this, but I record a video. I'm like, I start the video off with, I love my truck, but some days it just pisses me off because I'm sitting there trying to get the wipers to work and they don't turn on and it's pouring. So I had to sit there looking at 30 minutes for them to finally decide, hey, we'll work now. Okay. So
all or nothing.
All or nothing. So I leave work and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go home a different way today because the traffic's going to be really bad right now. So I go take the highway up to the main road and I'm sitting at a red light, minding my own business.
5 minutes from home.
5 minutes from home. Right in front of the firehouse, actually. And I'm just sitting there at a red light, stopped, seatbelt is on, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom! I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I look behind me and my back window is gone. It's sitting on the back of my chair. That boom was a car behind the car behind me used that car for their brakes. No stop, no skid marks, no brakes, slammed the car behind me, which then slammed me, and then I bumped the car in front of me. 4-car pileup on Friday afternoon, around 4:45, 5 minutes from my house. Mm-hmm. So I get out of my truck. I look at it, my driver's seat's broken, my back window's blown out, my radio is hanging out of the dashboard. The car behind me is implanted in my back bumper, my tailgate. The car in front of me just pulled up to the side, and I just get out, I'm just like, fuck. And then I'm standing there. I'm like, all right. I feel myself. I'm like, I'm good. I'm all right. Some glass in my hair, but like my head rocked a little bit from the impact. Luckily, I was wearing my seatbelt. Airbag did not go off, in my truck at least. But I kind of just like got out and I looked at it and I'm like, shit. I asked the lady that was in the car behind me, I'm like, are you good? Are you okay? She's like, yeah. She's just like crying because she's got violated by an airbag in her face. And so this guy just parked his Lexus in her back seat. But she was okay, thankfully. Everyone at the scene, all 4 drivers, there was no passengers. All 4 drivers were okay. Besides the girl in front of me, she was like crying, whiplash, back pain. I'm like, just don't move. Just sit there. Help is on the way. The guy gets out and he's like, well, I guess I'm at fault for this. No shit. He's trying to call the police. He's like, I can't get through to the police on my phone. So I call the police and I tell them what happened, wherever you are, so on and so forth. Fire truck
He's a
showed
bit
up.
elderly.
Yeah, he was a little old. His arm was all jacked up. He was bleeding. I wasn't bleeding. The lady in the car behind me wasn't bleeding. Like, he was the only one bleeding. But fire truck shows up, blocks the road. We're taking pictures. And this is where the whole phone call thing happens again. I call Ashley. And I tell her, well, I think my truck's totaled. Right? Is that what I said? Something like that? Something to that effect.
Something like that.
And she's like,
truck is totaled.
yeah. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I just got into a 4-car pileup around the corner from the house. Like, very calm, I feel like, for the situation I was in. And she's like, what are you talking about?
I sensed more urgency with the kitchen river, but yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what the fuck happened? What do you mean? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking if your truck is totaled, you are not okay.
I was fine. I was a little sore, but besides that, she shows up. She comes to the accident scene because it's close to home and everything else. And she's standing there with me, and the cops show up, take her information, so on and so forth. And by the way, this is not the first time I've told Ashley this has happened because I've been rear-ended. I've been hit in that truck like 4 times.
It's not funny, but
One time Ashley's we're in the Burger King drive-thru around the corner from her parents' house, and we were getting Burger King tacos. And some old lady in a Chevy Malibu bumps the back of my truck. I'm like, shit. She's like, what was that? I'm like, this lady just hit us. I get out and look at my truck. It's fine. I'm like, you're good. Don't worry about it. And we just drive away.
you got out and the old lady was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. One time around the corner from my parents' house, some kid in a Honda Civic rolls into me at a red light because he had his foot on the clutch and on the brake, and he rolled into me. So I honked at him. We pulled over. I looked at him. I'm like, we're fine. Get out of here. One time I'm leaving work, going to Ashley's parents' house, and I take a shortcut off the parkway to get off the park to get on Sunrise. Somebody rear ends me at a red light. I get out of my
no damage.
Yeah, no damage again. This time the truck might not make it. Yeah. I don't think it's going to because of the year, the mileage. I don't think it's going to get through insurance this time. This time it might be the final straw.
Yeah.
It's hitting the front. It's hitting the back. It's back when the driver's seat. The whole thing's fucked. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't look as bad in pictures, but like if you I tried to bend the bumper back up, that thing is fucking pointed at the ground.
Yeah, it's.
The cops tried to get my license plate number because there's only one plate here, so it's on the back of my truck, and it's just you couldn't see it in the accident. So
not at all.
The only thing holding my back window together was my window tint. Otherwise, it would have been shattered everywhere.
Yeah.
But
that was probably good that it didn't go all over your head.
Right. But yeah, that truck's been hit more times than I can tell you, and this time might be the final straw. But
yeah.
Cops, the highway patrol came and took our information. There was a lady cop, highway patrol. She was thickums. Ashley is like looking at me. She's like,
why are her pants so tight?
Yeah. Mrs. Officer had a booty on her. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. It's an observation, in the moment. You're just like, Ashley looked at me. She's like, damn. Like, but, either way, I got back in the truck, and I was able to drive the truck home. Didn't need a tow truck or anything. It was drivable. Just I had a lot of air conditioning now, and the exhaust is even more broken than it was, so it's like extra loud now.
God.
But it's in the garage now. Both my broken trucks are in the garage together.
Yeah.
I called. We went to the hospital, and that took forever. But I felt
It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't the end of the world.
It was packed when we got there.
Yeah.
But they got through it pretty quick.
You know why they got through it pretty quick? They don't put you in a room.
Yeah.
If you're just walking in,
Fucking weird.
you fill out the form. They call you in, take your vitals, bring you in. They ask you a bunch of questions.
Into like an office.
Right. I got a head CT and a neck CT. Then they put me back out in the waiting room and back in Gen Pop.
Yeah.
And then they call me back in, give me my results. Then they send me home with medicine and have a nice day, feel better. You're fine. You have a concussion.
Yeah.
Don't get another concussion in the next couple days. Okay.
No room, no hospital bed, nothing.
Yeah.
That was weird. But,
Yeah.
I mean, made the process quick, I guess.
Yeah. Process was quick. We went to Applebee's for dinner and went home. The fridge did not get put back in its spot on Friday.
No, it did not. The waiter at Applebee's was having a bad night, too.
Oh, there was like a table of like 10 people and he spilled every drink. The whole thing just fell everywhere.
That was so bad. They came in after us. They all looked like they just came from church.
Like
or
an Amish
the
church.
Amish town or something. I don't know. But what is up with Buddy's tail right now? My cat's been licking the shit out of his tail for like a while.
I don't know. You got distracted.
All right. Yeah, my bad. I keep seeing him. All right. My bad.
Yeah, so the waiter spilled.
They came in after us. They had two tables put together and then like an extension in a booth.
Right.
Like they had so many people. But yeah, he came over with the big tray of drinks and set it down on the edge of their table. And he turned his head for a second to talk to another waitress and just fucking
Yeah.
drinks went everywhere.
Yeah. That was
I was like, oh.
spilled literally everywhere. But
yeah.
he's like, I hope you guys having a better night than me. I'm like, buddy, if only you knew.
Not so much, but yeah, have a good night. Another besides the hospital etiquette, another odd thing that was odd to me.
Was it odd?
That was weird. Yeah. Yeah. Was also the way that how do I say this? The way that the other drivers driving by the accident scene acted or did not act in that case.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I got there 10 minutes after the accident happened.
Yeah.
And it was, just you guys that were involved in the accident and the fire truck.
Yeah.
And there was some EMT walking around.
From the fire truck.
And then, so I was there, pretty much the entire time. And then it wasn't until after I was like, it was rush hour. Like, it was a busy road.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not one person stopped or yelled out their window to see if you guys were okay.
Actually, hold that thought. Actually, that motherfucker with the purple Honda Civic that lost his front wheel the other night, and I went back and helped him and put the wheel back on, he yelled out his window, "Hey, you can't park there."
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You're right.
He yelled out his window, not anything helpful. But
yeah, not helpful
fucking
whatsoever.
Kids these days.
Yeah, I didn't notice who it was at first, and I heard him.
Yeah, I put the fucking wheel on that car.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's that kid from the other night. I'm like, oh, the one that just yelled, you can't park there?
Motherfucker.
Yeah. But besides him, yeah, nobody, asked if everybody was okay.
Right.
Nobody stopped and was like, oh, I saw what happened. Let me, I could be a witness.
Oh.
none of that.
Well, New Yorkers, they don't trust each other. So everyone's like, oh, I'll be a witness. You
know,
give them a good payday. They'll witness anything for you.
That's why I'm like, is that why? Like,
No.
because we don't trust motherfuckers? Like,
These people, they all slow down to stare at you with their window rolled up with their AC going. Don't give a fuck about how you're doing. I was at a red light when this happened.
right.
I got fucking slammed into Saturday, basically.
Right. With
And
people, stopped next to you.
stopped next to me. Light turns green. See you later.
They're out of there.
Gone. No one pulled over. Everyone okay? No.
Especially the lady behind you. Her car got demolished.
Yeah.
You don't ask if she's okay. Her airbag, like...
Right. I got out of my truck and like, yeah, she just hit me and I got slammed. But I'm like, are you okay? Because her car got fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so weird.
my truck is a full frame truck. It's still like old school. It has a full metal frame underneath it. Like the middle of my truck is fine. Both ends are fucked, but like the middle is fine. Her car was a Nissan Sentra. Got slammed by a Lexus that didn't stop, and the speed limit on that road was like 40. Grandpa just rammed her, and I'm just like, I got out. I'm like, are you okay? I didn't ask if Grandpa was okay. You're at fault for this. I'll get to you, but like, are you okay, lady? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. She was shaken up, obviously, and crying, but like, she's like, I'm fine. So, but we were at a fucking red light. There was a car next to me when this happened. I can't tell you what that car was or what it looked like. I wasn't paying attention to that car. I was waiting for the green light because I wanted to go home. We had plans. We had date night. Sorry, date night was in the emergency room of the hospital than Applebee's. But that car just watched me get fucking slammed and then just, see ya, have a good night.
Fucking weird.
Like, really? If that was me, if I was the car next to me, I would have pulled over like, yo, you good?
Yeah.
Because you just went through a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a Gone in 60 Seconds reference, kind of. Like, when a wrecking ball knocks the Jeep through the wall. You good? Because you just went through a wall. It's a great movie. But, again, it's like nothing. No one, hey, are you okay? Like, where's the Southern hospitality here?
I don't think that's a thing.
It's like you just...
I feel like that's a myth.
Apparently it is, because no one gives
So
a fuck about you
weird.
here. Like,
I get, like, the whole witness thing, like, New Yorkers, whatever, like, we don't trust people. They need a witness.
yeah.
But I don't know, just, like, human decency.
Right.
Like, you see this pretty bad accident happen right next to you,
Yeah.
and you just go on with your day.
Right.
What if, God forbid, there was a child in that back seat?
Right.
You know, like,
Excuse me.
just a little odd
There's
to me.
been plenty of times where, like, remember that time we were going to the MS walk at Jones Beach and we saw the car in the trees?
Yes.
We pulled over and we called the police, like, hey, this happened.
Yeah.
Like, plenty of times, or I've seen something or I saw something a little suspicious. I'm like, are you good? Like,
Yeah. I witnessed an accident like seconds after it happened on Woodside Avenue in I guess it was considered Medford, maybe Farmingville.
okay.
Wait, Woodside is not Farmingville. North Ocean.
There you
North
go.
Ocean.
There it is.
My bad.
It's been a couple months.
North Ocean Avenue. It was somewhere between Farmingville and Medford. Yeah, I've had very bad luck with North Ocean Avenue, but yeah, I witnessed this accident literally seconds after it happened. It was a couple cars involved, and one specific car that I saw, and I still see it in my head to this day. This guy went into the fence and pretty much like in the woods, whatever. His car was fucking demolished, and you could see him in the driver's seat, but completely pinned.
Yeah.
And looked very much unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, holy shit, like this just happened. So yeah, I pulled over and I called 911. I was like crying because I'm like, this guy's probably dead. Like,
Yeah.
fucking crazy. I think sure enough he was, or I don't know if he was the only one, because I remember hearing about it on the news, like the next day. But yeah, it's like, how do you not like stop? Or like, I know, like, if you see a scene like that and maybe, you know, you see people walking around, you're like, all right, like, they got enough people, whatever. Right. But like when it just happened, you know? Yeah. That's just a little weird to me.
The only thing that like really, I woke up the next morning and Ashley sent me a screenshot from our neighborhood Facebook group. Someone found a kitten
at the accident
the accident scene.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, I saw that accident. It was really bad. Are you going to keep that kitten? Ashley like comments on, oh, my husband was in one of the cars in that accident. It was really bad. No one said anything.
No.
The person that posted about the kitten liked her comment, and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are savages around here. But
yeah.
I called the insurance company the next day, and they're like, oh, you have to call during normal business hours. So I called again today, and I basically got, they're going to call you within 48 hours. I'm like, my truck is totaled. I need a way to work. And she's like, you can go out and rent a car on your own, or call your insurance company to rent a car, and we might reimburse you. I'm like, you guys are so helpful. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Sorry to bother you, because she had a very condescending tone. Like I was really bothering her.
Yeah, she didn't have time for that phone call.
Her business hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I called at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you. I'm just a concerned person that your client destroyed his vehicle. But thanks anyway. And if I had another vehicle, this wouldn't be a problem. But so now we're from Friday, now we're in Saturday. Saturday I called. Saturday I was also getting a UPS package of my fuel lines for my dually. UPS truck shows up. The guy looks at the back. He's like, I walk out to meet him because I'm like, I'm going to just put the fuel lines right in the garage next to the truck. And he comes back to the door. He's like, yeah, I ain't got your package, man. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I don't have it. I'm like, he's like, I have your address. I have the stop here, but where your package is supposed to be on my truck, it's not here. I'm like, dude, it's a 70-inch long box. It weighs 10 pounds. It's hard to miss. He's like, didn't make it on the truck. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So luckily that box showed up today. But again, it's like, it's whatever time it is right now. I got work in the morning. I'm not putting fuel lines in my truck right now. Like, that's going to have to wait until this weekend again. So now I don't have a rental car. Both my trucks are down. So now I got to be like a kid getting dropped off at school tomorrow morning. Ashley's going to drive me to work because she needs her car tomorrow. I got to get out of her car, my backpack, and walk into work and like.
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like. And then
have a great day.
Exactly.
Can I play embarrassing music as you walk away too?
Roll down the window. I love you, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to walk into work tomorrow and
stay hydrated.
Yeah, my coworker. I told him this whole thing today, and he's like, "Yeah, man. Just tell him you want to go with me tomorrow. I'll give you a ride home after work." I'm like, "That's really nice. Thank you." This same coworker, actually, on the 4th of July, we worked together, and my belt broke, and he was like, "Yo, man." When we first got in the truck, he's like, we got 16 stops, 1,400 cases. We're going to try and get through this day as quick as possible. Stop 2, my belt broke. And I'm like, this is slowing me down. But either way. So now Ashley's got to drop me off at work tomorrow, and my fuel line showed up today.
Yeah, instead of Saturday.
So it's been a rough week, guys. Rough week. But we're still going. We're still optimistic. The fridge got put back into place on Sunday.
Yeah.
And hung out for a little bit.
We were at the mall all weekend, not on purpose.
Right. All weekend.
Why?
Because date night on Friday was supposed to be Cheesecake Factory. We went on Saturday instead. And we got there. We walk in, and the lady's like, oh, it's like an hour and a half to 2 hour wait. And Ashley's like, okay. So luckily,
we had somewhat of a late lunch, so I was like, all right, it's okay.
Yeah. Every Cheesecake Factory is a part of a mall. So we just took a stroll around the mall we've never been to before. Mm-hmm. We've gone for the food. We went to local borough, and this time was Cheesecake Factory. So
And the doctors told you, don't sit around on the couch all weekend, but, get some movement and,
I'm concussed. I shouldn't be walking around like this.
They told you, walk around. They said, don't be a potato.
Yeah.
They told you that. Their words.
Yeah, but with my line of work, luckily, like I'm not even really sore. My neck is a little sore, but that's really it. My whole body, I wasn't expecting that hit.
Right, that's the good thing.
Yeah,
that saved your soreness, I'm sure.
Right, like I didn't break anything. I just had a concussion, mild concussion.
Mild, possible.
Yeah, but I just got slammed into tomorrow, and I wasn't expecting it, so I was really kind of fine. Kind of like how like drunk drivers, when they get into accidents, they're usually not too bad because they're so loose.
Right, it's kind of best case scenario.
Right, I was not drunk, so.
No, so yeah. So yeah, we walked. I took Danny for a walk.
Yeah. And then the next day, we went back to the same mall to catch an early movie. We went and saw Twisters.
Because when we were at the mall Saturday,
Yeah.
we saw the movie theater. They have a fucking bougie movie theater.
Movie theater is incredible.
In this mall. And we were like, oh, we should come here and see Twisters.
Because this movie theater has recliner seats and
Yes.
the other movie theaters around us do not, for some reason.
No.
The
They
fuck?
haven't upgraded.
But, so it's an 11:20 movie. We pull into the parking lot of the mall at like 11:16. We go through the mall to where the door is for the movie theater, and the gate's down. Like it's closed. And we're like... And the guy at Auntie Anne's is like, they might open late because of the whole Microsoft thing, but either way, there's another way in. Walk down this hallway, through that door, into the parking garage, go up the elevator, walk through the breezeway, and you're in the movie theater. So that's what we did, and it worked. And we walk in, we see pool tables, air hockey, arcade games, a full bar, a lounge area,
Huge.
and we're like, where do we get popcorn? We asked the guy who's doing the tickets, and he's like, "Oh, we have servers in the movie theater for you just order
for your comfort or whatever he said."
We have servers in the movie theater for your comfort. Just order through them.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
So sure enough, we go in there, and homegirls walk through the movie theater with a full on walking cast. What can I get you?
With a what?
Well, she had a walking cast on. She broke her foot.
Oh,
You didn't notice that?
no.
Yeah.
I just saw her standing there with like the little iPad thing.
She had the iPad thing in the front. She had her receipt printer in the back.
Yeah,
She was
locked and loaded.
Yeah, she was working.
And they had on the little tables on the seats, they had the little QR code for the menu.
They had a full-on menu.
Full.
Burgers, pizza, wings,
Yeah.
popcorn, potato skins, 3 different kinds of potato skins.
Fried pickles,
Fried pickles. And
fries, nachos,
yeah,
like
loaded fries,
everything.
loaded potatoes.
You can order alcohol too.
Yeah, full-on bar.
Any drink, desserts.
Free refills on the drinks and popcorn too. Mm-hmm. Oh my, this is nice.
Yeah. And it wasn't, I mean, movie theaters are always expensive, but it wasn't any more than a regular movie theater.
Right.
Like, it was really not.
And it was nice.
And yeah, so like we just got popcorn because, well, we brought in a little bit of our own candy.
Yeah, we brought our own candy.
Because that's what you do when you go to the movies. You pay $2 at the store instead of paying $8 at the movies, you know?
Used to be $1.
Yeah, so we just got popcorn and a drink. And they're bringing everybody's food in, and I'm like, fuck, it smells so good in here.
Yeah.
I'm smelling wings and like damn.
Ashley even said, like, oh, you want to stop in the food court and bring food into the theater with us? I'm like, no, I don't want to be that guy. And sure enough, fucking I'm smelling hot wings. I'm smelling burgers and fries. I'm like, what the fuck?
Chowing down.
But that popcorn was actually the best popcorn I've had in a long time.
It was so good for some reason. Like, there was no, like, weird, chewy, stale pieces. Like,
it was fresh.
so good. Yeah. And then, I mean, we didn't get up during the movie, but we got a free refill after on the
On the way out.
drink. That was cool. But But yeah, I always want to go to that movie theater now.
Yeah, that's
There's more movies I want to see. And also, because it's a Regal movie theater, we got like the discounted price, and it was like $22 and change altogether for 2 tickets.
That's not bad.
No, not nowadays.
Yeah.
I think originally they were like freaking $15 a ticket, or 17.
Yeah. We also did the matinee though too.
Right.
But still, it was. Excuse me. Sorry. It was for what it was. The prices were good.
Yeah.
Like I said, free refills on the drink and popcorn too. Like big bucket of popcorn.
So we could have got a smaller popcorn.
I think it was just one
and got
size.
it refilled.
I think it was just one size.
Yeah, I think so too. Cause
And also
the drink, like.
you have to get up and leave the movie to get a refill.
Yeah.
The servers are gone. Once the movie starts, they're ghosts.
Right.
See you later.
Yeah, because they can't be walking around blocking people.
Right. Imagine you miss a pivotal moment of the movie because the person in front of you wanted that refill on popcorn, so you miss what just happened.
Yeah. Well, I feel like so there was this little kid that kept fucking crying.
Yeah.
His parents kept bringing him in and out of the theater. Like, just leave him out there at this point. Come on.
There's no daycare
kidding.
out there.
I mean, but yeah, I feel like I missed a little part at one point when
Definitely did.
when they were bringing the screaming kid out of the theater.
I missed what they said.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit, what did they just say?
Yeah.
I'm like, can somebody rewind this? Can we get subtitles?
Titles.
Please?
But I don't know. Like,
I'm just gonna have to see it again.
I was telling Ash actually that there's a drive-in movie theater down here, and we went to go see Twisters, and I want to go see Twisters in a drive-in theater for some reason.
Scary.
The movie itself, though, I'm not gonna spoil the ending, obviously, but definitely an intense movie. Some people are gonna give awkward reviews, I guess, but like it was good.
Awkward reviews?
Yeah, I actually read a couple before we went.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean awkward? That the movie was awkward?
Just what they...
Oh, spoilers.
Right, I can't...
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. But there is some callbacks to the original Twister.
Yeah.
I will say that. That's all I'm going to say. But, like, you could tell, like, they had that movie in mind, obviously. It's Twister. But, like...
Right.
It was definitely a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it was really intense. There was a couple of things I'm just like, really? You're going to do that? But just watch the movie. You'll get it. Watch the movie, then reach out to me on Instagram at nextStation at Danny and be like, can we talk about this movie? And I will gladly chat with you about it.
Danny's like, if I made this movie, I would have maybe done that a little different.
If I was a director, yes.
I have been seeing like memes and videos and stuff about wondering why my girlfriend wants to go see this movie so bad, and it's showing all the scenes with Glenn Powell and like his cowboy hat and his tight jeans and tight white t-shirt and in the rain and then they're like, God damn it. This is why she wanted to see this movie.
It was a great movie. And like I said, there was callbacks to the original Twister.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good story. But yeah, freaking intense. Why would anybody want to live in Oklahoma?
I don't know. That's wild to me that you would...
love it. Wait, what's the song? Love in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Ain't no love in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Luke Combs. And there was, I think, 2 Jelly Roll songs.
There's one in the middle of the movie and one at the end.
One at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good soundtrack. Yeah.
I want to go see it in the drive-in.
Fucking tornadoes.
Yeah. I'm scared.
No, thank you.
I'm fucking terrified of tornadoes, but when you watch the movie, you're like, I want to go trace a storm. That looks like fun.
No, not at all.
Looks like fun.
I can't spoil the movie. Yeah. It doesn't look very fun.
Yeah. I'd do it.
Not at all. But it was a great movie to watch, I'll watch it. You know, tornadoes on a movie, but fuck seeing them in person.
Yeah, no, thank you. Maybe one day. I don't know. We'll see.
No, thank you. If we could avoid that at all costs, I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what our Sunday was the movie day. And then since all we had was popcorn and candy in the movie because we didn't order food.
Yeah.
We just went to the mall food court after.
I feel like,
you know, it was just there.
I feel like I kind of got ripped off on my lunch. It was
Why do you say that?
because of what I paid.
All right. Let's just note this. Danny was unsupervised when this happened. What do you mean? You didn't tell me that. I was waiting on the very fucking long line at Subway.
Yeah.
Where there was one employee working.
Yeah.
In slow motion.
Very slow motion. Long line, slow motion.
For some reason, I just really wanted Subway at that point.
I told her, we'll get Subway another day this week. Just get off this fucking... I'm just standing there holding my food in my hand, just like standing there with her. I'm like, can you just get something else? Can you get Chinese, please? Or something? Like, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was on that line while Danny was getting his gyro meat, whatever. Yeah. Gyro food.
Mediterranean grill, like gyro and chicken and rice.
So what happened?
So I told him, like, I want to do a combo platter, like the chicken and lamb and rice.
Okay.
I said, okay, yeah, no problem. He's like, all right, $17. I'm like, excuse me? So I was like a little upset about that. But then she like loaded that fucking tray. I'm like, all right, we're good now.
Was it considered like double protein? Or
maybe.
Huh.
But like I said, it was chicken. But the thing is also, I'm like, is this Southern Mediterranean? Because instead of it being like butter chicken or like something like that, it was lemon pepper chicken.
Yeah, it's different.
But it was good. The lamb was good. The rice was good. And I got the pita bread too. That was included. But, and also another thing, Southern, again, it wasn't, like I said, the chicken was lemon pepper. And then instead of white sauce, it was ranch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm like, I never thought I would be the one to say, like, obviously I miss the pizza and the Italian food, but like I really miss just going to like a halal spot and getting a combo platter and with like actual white sauce. And I miss that so much.
Yeah.
That one place in Patchogue I started going to pretty often.
The new place.
That hit the spot every time. And he was always so nice. I walk in, he's like, you ever been here before? Here's a free sample every time.
So good.
Like, dude, I was here yesterday. But yes, I'll take the free sample.
We tried to look into ordering white sauce.
Yeah, from halal guys.
But I don't think you can.
They wouldn't send it here.
No.
It's bullshit.
Very sad.
Yeah.
That shit's good. And I've looked up like recipes on how to make it, but
it's not the same.
It wouldn't be the same.
No.
Not at all. I did make I tried making like a fish taco sauce the other day for myself because Danny's not eating that.
Right.
It was all right. But yeah, the food, it is missed.
Yeah, it's very missed.
And the people. Some of you.
We miss the people. We miss the
Some
food.
Of you.
Most of you. Don't be rude.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. But yeah, that's all I got right now. I mean,
that was a lot to take in on 3 days.
4
days.
Enough. That's enough.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 4 days. And today the fuel line showed up. But yeah, that was 4 days of our lives. And like I said, it was an uphill. It was an emotional roller coaster these past couple days.
Yeah, 4 days in an hour. You're welcome. We'll We'll get to everything else we wanted to talk about next episode.
Yeah, we had stuff from last episode we wanted to go over still.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We have more episodes.
When I get an update on what's going on with my truck, I'll let you guys know too. I should have the fuel lines in the dually this weekend, and maybe an insurance adjuster will come out and look at my truck. Most likely not, though.
They better fucking cooperate.
Yeah. So, also, Ashley is not too fond of this idea, but I've already started looking for mini trucks. I have very strict specifications this time. It's only got to be...
Yeah, we're not going there yet, so...
It's got to be a GMC Sonoma. It's going to be burgundy,
Thank you all
manual,
for listening.
Sendicab, two-wheel drive.
We appreciate your participation.
Might be going to South
on
Carolina to buy a
social
truck.
medias, and keep on liking and subscribing and interacting.
Like, subscribe, comment, interact.
Most importantly,
If you need... What?
share.
Oh, yeah, share.
Danny forgot his own spiel.
No, well, I didn't. I'm trying to say something else and you're just talking over me. So, just saying. But, yeah. I just lost my train of thought now. Fuck. But either way, what we're going to do is, I'm just going to say, as always, new episodes drop every Tuesday at 8 a.m. on all of your major podcasting platforms, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Amazon, fucking whatever, and on YouTube on Wednesdays. As always, if you need to contact me or Ashley, go to Next Station Ronkonkoma on Instagram, at Danny or at Ashley. None of you motherfuckers actually do that, but it would be appreciated if you actually tried one time.
Danny wouldn't know, because...
You would screenshot and send it to me.
Maybe.
So... Oh, now you want to say something. What?
I'll go over next time. We had polls.
I'll
go over it next time.
Okay. So most importantly, like, comment, share, subscribe, have your friends subscribe, have your family subscribe, not grandma. I haven't said that in a while. And if you need anything, if you want someone to talk to you, this, that, whatever, this, that, and the third. If you know a body shop in the Knoxville area that's good, let me know, please. My truck's a little rough right now. And who's fucking?
Who's fucking?